Hello everyone, this is your mentor Tabish Khan, and if you have recently generated some interest in Photoshop and want to make new designs or graphic designing, then this video is for you. In this video I will show you the each and every steps from the basics of Photoshop and will make a complete new design from scratch. So let's start. So this is the Photoshop interface. When you once open after installation, when you open Photoshop, this is the interface you will see. And if you want to create a new file, then what you have to do is from here create new. If you want to open a file, then from here you can open a PSD, that is Photoshop file. So we'll create a new file. Now here it's these are all the details regarding the file. Usually Photoshop is a scalar based software, and here you can see the size of your canvas or your file. So this is the pixels. Photoshop deals with pixels, inches, centimeter, millimeters, point, picas. And so we'll go from pixels, we'll start from pixels, and here you can rename your file to design, yes, design 1. And now one important thing, if you are making designs for printing, then what you can do is you can select here CMYK color. Actually CMYK is a color mode that stands for cyan, magenta, yellow and black. It's a combination of 4 colors, while RGB is red, green, blue. And if you want to make designs digitally for web designs and for that stuff, you can go to RGB. So let's create a design. So when you press on click, this is the basic Photoshop tool, Photoshop interface, and here's the magic happens, guys. So the one of the most important tools, or the important tools we will going to learn are, this is the first I will clear that this is the tool panel, and one of the most important tools here is the move tool. After the move tool, it's about the text tool, eraser tool, the brush tool and the shape tool. That's it, guys. It's only about the 4 or 5 tools that you will be needing if you're starting with graphic designing, and rest is depend on your creativity. So let's start. Now we'll go to the shape panel. In order to get the shapes, what you have to do is you have to click here, the right click, and here all your sub menu will go. Now we are making a rectangle, click on rectangle, and now the pointer is changed to this pointer, aiming. So now you have to drag like word, that thing that you do in Word, etc., Microsoft Word. And now yes, as soon as you release it, one property panel pops out. This property panel is all about the colors you want to fill in this, and this is a stroke. If I want to give a stroke, I can get red and increase its pixels, and you can see here are the strokes. If I want to change the color, what I can do is I can go here and I can change my color. Okay, now if I want to move this rectangle, then what I have to do is, you can see here I have selected on the shape tool. Now if I want to move it, I have to go to the move tool, and then I have to select, I can move it. And now I have to transform it, it's too big for me. So what I have to do is I will press Ctrl plus T. This bounding box will appear. Control plus T, control means T stands for transform, and if I want to resize my shape, then I can select, I can resize it from a corner from here, and if I want to rotate it, you can go here and you can rotate like this. Now if you don't want to disturb the proportion, the length into breadth proportion, what you can do is press shift, it will grow it will not disturb the proportion size or the ratio of length into breadth, so you can drag it. And if I release my shift key, then I can do anywhere I want. So this was all about the shape tool. It's a very basic tool, and similar are the ellipse tool, the circle tool. If I want to make a perfect circle, what I have to do is control shift. I want to press shift and I can make a perfect circle, and this property panel will pop out. And if I want to make a different color, what I can do is I can press here, and to move it you can move from here. Now first basic thing, you must have observed that as soon as you take a new shapes, you can see some changes happening here, this place. So what's this place? You might be thinking this is the layers panel. So actually the Photoshop works in a layer panel, a layer process. So this is the first layer, the second, ellipse 1, ellipse 3rd. What's that? It's all the first, we have created a rectangle. So rectangle is the first layer. After this, the ellipse, we have created this ellipse, second one this ellipse, and fourth is this ellipse. So this is the layer. The layers are very important from designing perspective view. If you want to design, you have to work in the form of layers. So that's what's about the layer. It's very important. In if I want to take this object or shape behind, what I have to do is I have to drag. I can either drag this layer behind, or what I can do is I can take the behind layer upwards. So that's upward. And this I shows whether you have to show this or you have to hide this layer. So as soon as I press it, it disappears. However, it does not disappear from the design, but you can hide it temporarily. And want to delete some designs, delete some shapes, you can press it, delete, all delete. Now I want to make a text. Let's talk about text. So in this is the text panel, and in this text the most important things are the fonts. It's very important to select font wisely in order to give design a complete professional look. So search on Google, or you can search anywhere about the fonts, and then you can install it. So let's see the text tool. Now I want to write here. What I have to do is right click here, and now design. It's very similar to the Microsoft Word and PowerPoint, all that. Now I want to take this design a little in the middle. So as soon as you have created or you have written your text, what you have to do is right click. It's very important for the Photoshop to know that you have complete your process, and now it has make a layer. Now if I want to move this, what I will do is I will go to the move panel, and I will and now if I want to transform this, similarly as shapes, control T, and I can take this. So it's one of the important thing that I want to tell you guys, that if you want to copy, instead of taking this text tool and writing it design, once again what you can do is a clear and clever way. You can go to the move tool, press Alt, you can see a double arrow, drag this and release your mouse first, then the Alt key, and now it has your copy. You can make a number of copies from this, and Control Z is the undo button like any other softwares, and this is the design.